Not to, see, what do chemicals do? If you take medication, it changes the chemicals of the brain, but guess what it doesn't change? What doesn't it change? The structure of the brain, absolutely not. But they've now learned that mindfulness, deep meditation, spirituality can actually change the structure of the brain. And so there are many scientists that are saying we've got to take more seriously the issue of spirituality as we engage in people's health care. Now what's interesting is those of us who have been Christians, for years we've thought spirituality is a big deal. Now science is saying it's a very, very big deal. One of the things they found is this. People that engage in deep meditation actually have a thicker midfrontal cortex than people that do not. This comes out of the Kelly and Newberg study. By the way, did I tell you the name of their book, Why God Won't Go Away? That's the name of their first book, Why God Won't Go Away. The next book they had is called How God Changes the Brain. And you know what they say right off in both these books? We don't even know if we believe in God. What we know is, for those that do believe in God, it does in fact begin to change the brain. Okay? And one of the things they see is people that engage in deep spirituality, by that I'm not meaning have gone to a theological school. That's not engaging in deep spirituality. That's engaging in very necessary education about theology and Christian things. Deep spirituality means actually engaging existentially in a very deep experience of the power of God and the power of Christ. And if people do that on a consistent basis, it begins to thicken the midfrontal cortex. Why is that a big deal? Because there's about 9 functions of the midfrontal cortex that we all need. Body regulation, fear modulation, the ability to discern, the ability to have intuition. These are all some of many of the functions of the midfrontal cortex. Okay, do you get that? Well, let me add another thing to this. What we can now prove through SPECT scans, they can prove, is that when a person is under great stress, the midfrontal cortex begins to go offline. It begins not to function. And that especially happens with people that do not have that strong midfrontal cortex. Okay? And it begins to engage in